Hello, Book Thinkers family. Today's book tip is going to come from The Simulation Hypothesis by Rizwan Virk. First of all, I know I'm wearing a crazy hat. It actually folds down like this into a suit of armor face mask for the cold weather. I'm going to put that up though. But I wanted to wear this to get everybody's attention because this book answers the question, are we living in a video game? Is all of this not a base reality, but a simulation? And my introduction to video games, if you will, was playing games about knights and suits and armor and dragons and kings and queens and things like that. I was never much into video games, but when I was, those were the types of video games that I was playing. So a lot of the questions that this book helps to answer, I did have when I was younger. And as I started to reread this book, I thought, wow, I do identify with a lot of the content in here. So the subtitle of this book is An MIT computer scientist shows why AI, quantum physics, and Eastern mystics agree we are living in a video game. Now, this subject has come across my plate quite a few times over the last couple of years, which is why when I had an opportunity to read this book, I jumped at it. I've been debating with my friends for years now about this subject, so I wanted to educate myself and learn more about it. I think everything first started when I watched a video of Elon Musk getting interviewed, and he says, okay, well, 40 years ago, let's look at video games. 40 years ago, all we had was the Atari, which was one simple joystick and a couple buttons, and that was it. And the screens were super pixelated. But now, advance 40 years, okay, wow. All of a sudden, virtual reality headsets are almost indistinguishable from reality, real reality, if this is real reality. So what's another 40 years going to do? Well, this book helps to answer a lot of those questions. And out of the introduction, Rizwan actually has a paragraph that describes a lot of the questions that this book does answer. And I want to read it to everybody here because it'll give you a good idea as to what you're getting yourself into. So, quote, throughout this book, we will see that the simulation hypothesis provides a better explanation of many of the strange phenomena that science hasn't been able to explain. How and why does quantum interdependency exist? Intermittency. It's a hard word. It's a hard book. What happens to consciousness after we die? Can consciousness be transferred? How are time and space related? Are they quantized? Why do light and electromagnetic phenomena play such a central role in physics? If non-human intelligences such as angels exist, where are they located? The simulation hypothesis can even provide an explanation for aspects of reality that have mystified scientists, ranging from psychic phenomena to UFOs and synchronicity. So, as I'm reading this book, I wanted to make the video in advance of me finishing it because I would like to encourage a lot of other people to step up to the plate and read this book as well. As we do progress over the next 40 years into versions of virtual reality headsets and gaming systems that are indistinguishable from reality, it's going to be important to understand what's happening. This evolution of technology and physics blows my mind. And a lot of it is so over my head, but that's why I love reading it. I'm a student of the world and I'm here to learn. And if this is where the world is going, I want to be educated and I want to understand it. Riz Virk graduated from MIT as well as Stanford, and he's a serial entrepreneur and pretty much a borderline genius. And he makes this book easily digestible for somebody like myself who hasn't spent the last 20 or 30 years in the space. I love learning about this kind of stuff, and it'll arm me for some good, solid debates with some friends, and I'll be a little bit smarter than I was before. So I'd highly recommend that you pick up a copy of this book. I'm loving it so far. I can't get enough of it, but every time I read a chapter or a sub-chapter, my mind kind of has one of those like blown moments, and it's making it a little bit tough to kind of fly through the book, but I'm going to read this. And I'm going to power through, and I'm going to have conversations every week or so with my friends about this kind of stuff. I can't wait. Anyway, with that, go read something, pick up a copy of this book. Comment below if the simulation hypothesis or the simulation theory is a concept that you've been educated on. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Adios. Bye.